The day my husband told me he was leaving for her, he looked proud, almost heroic. He stood in our kitchen, leaned against the marble island I paid half for, and said, "I don't want anything. I'll walk away with nothing. I just want her." Nothing. That word echoed in my head, because what he didn't realize was this. Nothing was exactly what he was about to get, and it wasn't going to be noble. It was going to be humiliating. If you've ever been left like you were disposable, like your years of loyalty meant nothing, this story is going to hit deep. Subscribe for more real-life revenge stories where quiet strength wins and arrogance collapses. Now, let me tell you how my husband left for another woman, and why the day he expected freedom was the day he realized he'd miscalculated everything. I'm 42 now. When this happened, I was 38. My husband Marcus and I had been married for 14 years. We built our life from scratch. Small apartment, shared bank account with barely 4 digits. IKEA furniture we assembled at midnight arguing over instructions. I supported him through business school. I worked 2 jobs while he studied. I believed in him when his startup failed, and when his second company succeeded. When investors finally took him seriously, that's when something in him shifted. Success didn't just make him confident. It made him restless. And then it made him cruel. The late nights started first. Then the gym membership. Then the subtle critiques. "You've changed. You don't take care of yourself like you used to." Maybe we grew apart. You know what that sounds like when you've been married long enough. It sounds like rehearsal. He was practicing lines for an exit. I found out about her by accident. A notification popped up on his iPad while he was in the shower. A message preview. "I can't wait to wake up next to you for real." For real. I remember staring at the screen. My fingertips went numb. My mouth tasted metallic. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I took photos, screenshots, dates, proof, because somewhere deep inside, a very calm voice whispered, "Don't react yet." 2 weeks later, Marcus came home early. He sat across from me at the dining table. No tears, no guilt, just resolution. "I've met someone," he said. "I didn't plan it. It just happened. It just happened. Like gravity, like weather. She makes me feel alive again," he added. I watched his mouth move and felt like I was underwater. 14 years. 14 years reduced to alive again. Then he delivered the line he probably thought made him honorable. "I don't want anything from you. The house, the savings, whatever. I'll walk away with nothing. I just want a clean break." He believed that made him the good guy, the selfless one. I nodded slowly. "Okay," I said. And that was the moment the power shifted. He thought I was defeated. I was calculating. Marcus's company wasn't just his. During the early days when no one would invest, I had. From my inheritance. From my savings. There was paperwork. Ownership percentages. Convertible notes. He had insisted we keep things simple and under his name publicly. But legally, I was tied to it, and he had signed something else years ago. A post-nup. His idea. Just in case, he'd said, back when he feared I might leave him after his first failure. The clause was simple. Infidelity triggered financial restructuring. And I had proof. Within a month, Marcus moved into a luxury condo downtown. With her. Her name was Elise. 29, yoga instructor turned wellness influencer. She posted photos of their dinners, of their balcony sunsets, of captions about choosing happiness. Mutual friends sent me screenshots. I stopped looking. But what stung wasn't the photos. It was the narrative. He told people we had grown apart, that the marriage had been dead for years, that I was emotionally distant, the rewriting of history. That's what betrayal really is. Not just cheating, erasing you. 3 months after he left, divorce papers arrived. He had checked the box for amicable separation. He proposed a simple split. He truly believed he was walking away with dignity intact. That's when I forwarded my evidence to my attorney. Emails, hotel receipts, wire transfers, screenshots, and a copy of the post-nup. My attorney called me after reviewing everything. "Are you sure you want to pursue the clause?" she asked. I thought about the kitchen, About I'll walk away with nothing. Yes, I said. Marcus's lawyer requested mediation. The first meeting was almost comical. He walked in confident, relaxed. Elise wasn't there, but her presence hovered around him like perfume. Then, my attorney placed the documents on the table. Infidelity evidence. Financial transfers to Elise from company accounts. Breach of fiduciary duty. Violation of postnuptial terms. I watched his face change in real time. First confusion, then irritation, then realization. You went through my private messages, he snapped. I leaned forward slightly. You went through our marriage. Silence. Heavy. His lawyer cleared her throat. This changes the division structure significantly. Significantly. That's legal language for devastating. The infidelity clause triggered a revaluation of marital assets, including his company shares, investment accounts, retirement funds, the condo down payment, which came from a joint account. And because he used company funds to support Elise, there were potential legal implications beyond divorce. He had been sloppy. Arrogant men often are. Within weeks, Elise's social media posts slowed, then stopped. Investors don't like scandal, especially when it involves misuse of funds. Marcus's board requested explanations. Audits began, and suddenly his clean break wasn't so clean. The final mediation session lasted 6 hours. Marcus looked different. Tired, thinner, less certain. He slid a revised settlement across the table. I would receive asterisk 50% of his company shares, bought out at current valuation. Asterisk the house. Asterisk full investment portfolio division in my favor. Asterisk a lump sum reflecting breach penalties. Asterisk legal fees, covered. It totaled more than he ever expected to lose. This is excessive, he muttered. No, I said calmly. It's contractual. He stared at me. You're ruining me. I held his gaze. You promised to walk away with nothing. The words landed exactly as intended. He didn't respond. He signed. The pen actually trembled in his hand. And in that moment, I didn't feel rage. I felt relief. Not because he suffered, but because I was no longer invisible. 6 months later, I attended a charity gala. New dress. New haircut. No wedding ring. Marcus was there. Alone. Elise had moved on. Apparently, choosing happiness didn't include financial instability. He approached me cautiously. You look good, he said. I am, I replied. He hesitated. I didn't think you'd fight like that. There it was. The truth. He underestimated me. For years. I didn't fight, I said softly. I enforced. And I walked away. Again. But this time I wasn't abandoned. I was free. Here's what I learned. When someone says they'll walk away with nothing, what they really mean is they believe you're worth nothing. They expect you to crumble, to beg, to shrink. But dignity isn't loud. It's strategic. The best revenge isn't destroying someone. It's refusing to let them rewrite your value. He thought he was leaving me behind. What he actually left behind was the only person who ever believed in him. If this story gave you that quiet satisfaction, hit like and subscribe for more emotionally powerful revenge stories. And tell me in the comments, if someone underestimated you like this, would you have stayed silent? Or would you have done exactly what I did? Let them walk away with exactly what they promised. Nothing.